Hi everyone. Good morning from Richmond. It's early Monday morning and we're starting week 3, which I really can't believe how fast this summer semester goes. I've been traveling and I've been away. I normally like to do these little videos to touch base with you. So here's my first one. Um, First thing is please keep up with the weekly work. Our course is just 8 weeks long, as you know, and most of your grade is based on these small, are they small? Maybe not. Weekly assignments. And of course, you're doing double the work because we're a condensed semester. But you're usually viewing or reading or listening to content and then posting your response or reaction on the discussion board. I realize it's summer. I'm taking away some of the assignments, some of the requirements. You don't have to respond to a classmate, but I like to use the discussion board so that you can look at other people's work, or if you're really lost or you're not sure what to write, check out and see what some of your other classmates have done. So I'm using the discussion board really as a place for you to post your work. So as you know, each week ends on a Sunday and everything is due by midnight on Sunday, and the new week begins on a Monday. So we're beginning week 3. I can see that a lot of people haven't finished some of the work from week 2, and I know Blackboard was getting wonky last week. Sometimes I think the university forgets we're taking classes in the summer and they schedule Blackboard maintenance. I'm not all about grades, so I talk about it a lot, but I'm going to give you a pass. Get that work in from week 2. You were looking at philosophies of education and purposes of education. What I did read was really fantastic. I really want to thank some of you for sharing your stories and personal purposes for education, bearing your soul a little bit. I really enjoy reading your work, which brings me to another important point. Please check for feedback each week. I'll write something. I'll give you some feedback, whether it's about the content or the way you're expressing your ideas. This course is really all about expressing your opinion or your perspective on something and supporting it with some evidence or something from the content. So it's really important to pull in this content so that I can understand what you're trying to say. Find my feedback by going to the My Grade button in the left margin, and when you click on and you go in there and you see your grades, you should see these little bubbles, and you click on there and you can see the feedback that I've given you. So it brings me to the big picture, right? Each week you're doing a little bit of work. At the end, you'll have kept up. We have an open book essay format final exam, which is just 3 questions, very doable if you keep up each week. So looking at the week ahead, week 3, this is one of my favorite weeks. And so we're looking at the history of education. And you're going to be filling out these big tables or grids in groups. And so hopefully when you click into the groups button in the content folder, or in groups in the left margin, the tab in the left margin, you'll end up with your group area, and there are these different grids you're going to be filling out. I've kind of chunked it up, the history into colonial and 19th century, 20th and 21st centuries. And we're just going to kind of review who was our school system designed to really serve from the beginning. And as we move on with the course, we're going to look back at that and see how are some of the problems from the early history of school manifesting themselves today. So the history week I really like. It's kind of fun, and we're really going to come back and use the information we cover quite a bit. That's about all I have to say right now. I'm trying to keep the feedback short. Please make sure to check your email, read new announcements, look for feedback, reach out if you have questions. just get familiar with everything that's out there on the discussion board. And sometimes I do something wrong with the technology. So if something isn't working for you, please reach out and say, hey, something isn't available or I can't find something, and let me know. I always say this. I wish that we could all meet face to face because I think this is great content, and I hope you're really finding a way to sort of connect it with your major and your job or your future plans. And I'll be in touch, and have a great week.